Imagine a time long ago, a time shrouded in mystery and wonder, a time before giant telescopes, before spaceships, and before the modern tools we use to explore the universe. People then, just like us, looked up at the night sky with awe and curiosity. They saw a velvet canvas, dusted with countless stars, each one a beacon of light in the vast darkness. A river of light we call the Milky Way, stretching across the heavens, a sight that has inspired countless generations. In ancient India, wise scholars and astronomers gazed at this cosmic wonder with reverence and curiosity. They felt a deep connection to the universe above them, believing that the stars held secrets and stories of the cosmos. They built special places, observatories, to watch the stars and chart their movements. Places like Jantar Mantar, with huge instruments made of stone, designed with incredible precision. These were not just buildings, they were marvels of engineering and architecture. They were windows to the cosmos, allowing scholars to peer into the mysteries of the universe. They were monuments to human curiosity and the thirst for knowledge, standing as testaments to our enduring quest to understand the cosmos. The universe is full of mysteries, big, challenging questions that have puzzled humanity for millennia. From the vast expanse of the cosmos to the intricate details of our own existence, these questions have driven us to seek answers, to explore, and to understand. Ancient Indian thinkers were not afraid to ask them. They delved deep into the mysteries of the universe with a sense of wonder and curiosity that was unparalleled. Their quest for knowledge was driven by a desire to understand the world around them and their place within it. Why does the sun appear each morning? This daily phenomenon was not just a routine occurrence for them. It was a subject of deep contemplation and study. They sought to understand the mechanisms behind it. Where does it go at night? What are the stars? These celestial bodies twinkling in the night sky were a source of endless fascination. They wondered if the stars were like our sun, but very far away, and what secrets they might hold. Are they like our sun, but very far away? This question led them to develop sophisticated methods of observation and study. They built observatories and created detailed records of their findings. These questions are as old as humanity itself. But in India, they were approached with a unique spirit of inquiry. This spirit was characterized by a blend of philosophical thought and empirical observation. But in India, they were approached with a unique spirit of inquiry. They sought answers not just in stories, but in observation. They looked for patterns in the stars, the movements of celestial bodies, and the cycles of nature. They sought answers not just in stories, but in observation. They looked for patterns, for order in the apparent chaos of the cosmos. This methodical approach laid the foundation for a scientific way of thinking that would influence generations to come. For order in the apparent chaos of the cosmos. They mapped the stars, identified constellations, and tracked the movements of planets. Their work was meticulous and detailed, reflecting their deep commitment to understanding the universe. This was the beginning of a scientific way of thinking. A way of thinking that sought to explain natural phenomena through observation, experimentation, and reasoning. It was a revolutionary approach that would shape the future of science. Time itself was a grand puzzle they explored. They saw cycles everywhere. The cycle of day and night, the phases of the moon, and the changing seasons. They recognized the importance of these cycles and sought to measure them with great precision. The cycle of day and night. This daily rhythm was a fundamental aspect of their understanding of time. They developed sundials and other instruments to track the passage of time throughout the day. The cycle of the moon's phases. They observed the waxing and waning of the moon and created detailed records of its phases. This knowledge was crucial for their agricultural practices and religious rituals. The cycle of the seasons. They understood the importance of seasonal changes and developed calendars to track them. These calendars were essential for planning agricultural activities and festivals. They tried to measure these cycles with great precision. They developed calendars. These calendars were not just tools for tracking time. They were sophisticated systems that reflected their deep understanding of the natural world. Sophisticated systems to track time. They created intricate timekeeping devices and developed mathematical models to predict celestial events. Their work was a testament to their ingenuity and dedication. They even thought about vast cosmic ages, called yugas. These yugas represented immense timescales, stretching for millions, even billions of years. This concept reflected their profound understanding of the universe's ancient and enduring nature. Stretching for millions, even billions of years. This immense timescale showed a deep understanding of the universe's ancient and enduring nature. It was a testament to their ability to think beyond the immediate and the tangible. This immense timescale showed a deep understanding, an understanding that was rooted in both observation and philosophical thought. They pondered the nature of existence, the origins of the universe, and the cycles of time. An understanding of the universe's ancient and enduring nature. Their work laid the foundation for future generations of astronomers and scientists. It was a legacy of knowledge and inquiry that continues to inspire us today. Numbers are the language of science. They help us describe the world. We count with them, we measure with them, we build with them. Ancient civilizations all had ways to write numbers. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Symbols for quantities. But what about the idea of nothing? An empty space? An absence? This was a tricky concept, a philosophical hurdle for many. How do you represent something that isn't there? How can nothing be a part of mathematics? This was a puzzle that needed a brilliant solution. In the history of science, some names shine brightly, like stars guiding us through the darkness of the unknown. Aryabhata was one such star, a brilliant mind from ancient India. He lived in the 5th century CE, a time of great intellectual ferment. He was an astronomer. He was a mathematician. He was a visionary. He looked at the sky not just with wonder, but with a keen analytical eye. He sought to understand the mechanics of the heavens, the intricate dance of the sun, the moon, and the planets. His work would echo through the centuries. Section 5. Charting the celestial dance. Understanding eclipses and planets. The sky can sometimes put on a dramatic show. A solar eclipse, when the moon passes before the sun, day turns into an eerie twilight. Stars might appear. A lunar eclipse, when the Earth's shadow falls upon the moon, turning it a dim, often reddish color. For many ancient cultures, these events were terrifying, omens of disaster. But ancient Indian astronomers saw them differently. They saw them not as random acts of angry gods, but as predictable natural phenomena, understandable through science. Section 6. The language of the universe. India's mathematical toolkit. Mathematics is the language we use to describe the universe. Its patterns, its laws, its hidden structures. Ancient Indian scholars were fluent in this language. They expanded its vocabulary. They made profound contributions to many branches of mathematics. Algebra, for instance, saw significant development in India. The word algebra itself has roots that trace back through Arabic to Indian concepts. Indian mathematicians worked with equations. They solved for unknown quantities. They developed methods for handling quadratic equations and even explored more complex indeterminate equations. Section 7. Whispers across continents. The global journey of Indian wisdom. Ideas are like seeds, small yet potent. They can travel on the winds of trade and interaction, carried by merchants, scholars, and explorers. These seeds of knowledge can take root in new lands, adapting and growing in diverse environments, and blossom in unexpected ways, enriching the soil of human understanding. The scientific and mathematical knowledge of ancient India was such a seed, a treasure trove of wisdom. It did not remain confined within its borders, but sought new horizons. Embarking on a remarkable journey, it traversed seas and deserts, spreading its influence far and wide. Across Asia, it reached the Middle East, where it was embraced and expanded upon. And from there, eventually, it made its way to Europe, igniting the sparks of the Renaissance. This transmission of knowledge is a beautiful part of human history, a testament to our shared quest for understanding and enlightenment. It highlights the interconnectedness of civilizations, showing how ideas can transcend boundaries and bring people together in the pursuit of wisdom. The journey of Indian wisdom is a reminder that knowledge knows no borders, and its true power lies in its ability to unite and inspire. As we continue to explore and share, we honor this legacy of intellectual exchange and collective growth. Section 8. Our universe, built on ancient numbers, a lasting legacy. Look around you, at the world we live in today. The technology that surrounds us, the science that explains our universe. So much of it has roots that stretch back, deep into the ancient past, and many of those roots lead to India. Consider the computer you might be using, or your smartphone. These marvels of modern engineering run on digital logic, based on binary code. Systems of zeros and ones. The very concept of zero, that powerful nothing from India, is fundamental to the digital age we inhabit. Section 9. The Unending Journey. Inspired by ancient skies. The universe is a vast ocean of mystery. We have explored only a tiny shore. There is so much more to discover, so much more to understand. The journey of scientific inquiry is an unending one. It stretches from the distant past into the far future. Ancient India stands as a luminous beacon on this journey, a reminder of what humanity can achieve. When we combine curiosity with intellect, observation with imagination, their achievements in astronomy and mathematics were monumental, especially given the tools and resources available to them. If you found this journey into the stars and numbers fascinating, there's so much more waiting to be uncovered. Let's continue exploring the wonders of history, science, and imagination. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Crazy Color Facts, where history comes alive in every frame.